All right, everybody, this is Shake and Bake from shakespub.net, and this is a basic tutorial on getting started in the game HURTWORLD, which I've played now about 4 days, and I almost have about 30 hours into it, and I feel like I've learned enough to share that with others. Maybe it'll help you if you just got the game, but I will tell you right now, this tutorial is not for players who I guess are really into the kill on sight thing. If you're just going in looking to kill other people, kind of PvP, this is probably not going to be the right tutorial for you. But if you're like me and just kind of want to get in the game, learn it, explore, build, maybe even make some friends with other people in the game, then it might be for you. But even if you're going into, I guess, there's some PvP, this might help you get started. This is basically, you've just spawned, and what the hell do I do to make it through the first couple nights? Okay, so first off, we're going to start off with joining a server. My advice to you, if you don't want to be taken out right away, and already you can see this in the forums, that just like these other games, DayZ, Rust, people are farming the spawn areas and they're taking out the newbies coming in. So my advice, don't jump on a server with 50 of 50. You're not going to make it, okay? What I have done is my server I plan has like 2 people on it right now. And that's where I'm learning the game. That's where I'm able to build a base, gather resources, and really kind of enjoy it in the way I want to enjoy it. But what I would do is go to a server that's kind of in your region and find one that doesn't have a lot of players on. That's what we're going to do right now. Let's see, one that has a decent ping here. Let's just scroll. Here's one right here. I'll just go with this one. No, let's not go with that one. Let's go with... Let's scroll down. I don't think these pings are totally right over here because mine has a higher ping and it seems to work just fine. Oh, here we go. Let's go right here. We'll do US East number 9. I'll connect with that. And this is what it's going to look like when you first start out in this game. Which, by the way, is awesome. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. You check out my other video, my first impressions video, where I tell you what I like about this game so far. So this is what it looks like when you spawn in. Basically like this beach area. And just like other games, you're going to gather loot very quickly here on the beach area. Now, F2 will put you in third-person view, and I kind of like the third-person view in this game. One, I like the look of the character, and also it gives me a better visual around my character in case somebody's trying to sneak up on you. But the first thing is first, gather wood and these rocks, which are actually flint and stone. So, just going to start picking up some rocks here. And the first 2 things we're going to build, first 3 things, is an axe, a pickaxe, and a spear. Now, if you spawn in at night, it's going to be cold. You're going to need to build a fire. So I'm going to show you how to do that real quick, too. So again, just like other games, you're just going to gather this stuff up. It's right in the area. There's a whole bunch of it. Nice thing about jumping in a server with less people, you don't have to worry about getting raped here in the spawn area. You feel like, it's hard enough just to get the stuff going, the supplies you need, the materials, than to worry about some guys sitting there and getting their jollies by shooting you, basically taking you out. All right, let's see how we're doing. Now, if you hit tab key, this is going to be your initial inventory, right? And if you hit the bottom right, handcraft, because the night is coming, you're going to have tools and weapons, right? Under tools, you're going to see campfire. And it says I need 20 logs and 5 of the flint to get a fire going. But what I'm going to do is look at tools, because under weapons, is I'm going to, basic tools here, under tools, I'm going to see where it says flint hatchet. 5 wood, 5 of the flint. I have that. So I'm going to drag those up from here and put those up into basically this inventory up here. And I'm going to hit craft. So now I've got an axe, and that's important. The other thing here you have is a flint, a stone pickaxe, which is 2 wood and 5 stone. I need 1 more stone to make that happen. I have enough wood. That's okay, though. Right now, my priority is to gather wood so we can get that fire going. Okay. These big logs are going to give you the quickest source of wood. Basically, it's the only source of wood, and the sticks that I'm picking up right there. Now, okay, so we got lucky. You might get lucky and run into a workbench right at the start. I think I just heard somebody hitting something over there. I'm not sure. Yeah, there is. There's a guy right there. He's just started as well. So I'm not even going to go by him. Hopefully he's friendly. He's doing the same thing I'm doing, just gathering some loot. I think we should be okay. There is voice in-game, and you can text chat, and you also could do emoticons here. So I could do this. By hitting G, I could say hands up, like, hey, I'm friendly. You push G to put those back down. Okay? All right, so at the bottom, we also gathered an amber stone. You're lucky when you find those. They're rare, but you get those by basically gathering resources, whether it's wood or trees. Okay, now see this deer right here? They will attack you. So unless you're ready to deal with that thing, I'd stay away with it. You could take it out with this axe, but you also could die as well. All right, let's now we need to warm up. So let's just go over here, kind of to this spot here. We'll build a fire. Hit tab again. Handcraft. And let's see if we have enough for a fire. 20 logs and 5 flint. We do. So let's craft this fire. And just, you can mouse scroll wheel for the bottom hotkeys or just hit the number of that key. But we're going to put a fire, when it turns green, let's see if it's going to let me put it there. Wait a minute, it's not. There. Now we're going to walk up to it, hit E. Now we've got 10 logs in there already. We could drag more in there if we wanted to make it 19. We're going to light this fire. And basically we're going to warm up. The bottom left is basically your health meter. When it's turning blue like that, it means you're freezing. And you will die if you get too cold. There's also the brown one that relates to your hunger. And then the bottom one has to do with your overall health, okay? So we're just going to sit here and warm up for a minute. And while we're doing that, we're going to look to see what it takes to get the pickaxe. Okay, so the stone pickaxe is 2 wood and 5 stones. So let's go ahead and we'll go in here and we'll pull this wood out. And we're going to use some of it to make the stone pickaxe. And then we'll drag the wood back to the fire to keep it going. Got our stone pickaxe. I'm going to drag this amber up here into our other inventory up here. And then we're going to put this, hit E, and put this wood back over here to keep this fire going. Not sure what happened there. I think because I took the wood out, basically the fire turned off. That's okay, though. Okay. And see, we're getting cold already. So the cold plays a big part in this game until you can get some clothes on. But let's see if we have enough to start a fire again. 20 and 5, we don't. That's okay. We're going to go down. Just get some more wood real quick. Stay in this initial valley when you spawn. Don't push too far in. Another workbench right there. So you sometimes will find these workbenches, but not always. We got 4 wood log on that one. Here's some more. And I have found that every, I don't know, 20, 30 feet, 50 feet, you're going to find a resource, whether that's a stone, flint, rock. You're going to find something. Let's see if we have enough now. I think we do, yeah. We're just going to go over here and start a fire. And again, it's easier when you don't have to worry about 20, 30 people waiting to whack you when you start in the game. All right. Where in the heck's my fire? Oh, it says I don't have enough. I didn't need more flint. So let's get some stone. Now, we can use the pickaxe also to get flint from these mineral resources. Now, they're different colored. Now, this one here should give us some stone and flint, I believe. There we go. We got some flint and stone from that one. And I'll tell you a little about the different colors and what they mean. Here's another one that's going to give us flint and stone right here. Now, you can see that blue meter on the bottom left is getting up there. And if I let myself get too cold, I'm going to die of hypothermia. But don't panic. Just do what I'm doing and you'll be okay. All right, so let's go ahead and start this fire. And I'm just going to do it right here. I'm not worried about other people right now. Campfire. Let's craft it. We'll start that fire, make it through the night, and then we'll get busy during the day getting the clothes we need to... There we go. So let's just sit by the fire, and while we're doing that, we're going to clean up our user interface, basically our resources, get some of that stuff out of the hotbar. And then while we're here, we're also going to look at what we're going to make next. And the next thing we're going to make is a basic spear. So we need 10 flint, 10 wood. We don't have enough of those, so we're going to be getting those as soon as it starts to get light. And then we'll be able to do some hunting for animals and get some resources from them. Because one thing we're going to want to do is we'll go use a crafting table, but you can make the crafting table through here, and it's basically the workbench, and you just need 20 wood to make the wood bench. So now we've warmed it. See the bottom of the meter has gone down for cold.
I'm so hungry.
He's hungry. So now what are you going to do for food? Now one thing you're going to see around is fruit. But this one's not ripe yet. But when you see them, it's kind of a big orange. Looks like one's done up here. I'm just going to run up here real quick. Sun's coming up, so that's a good thing. Now as soon as that sun gets up enough, I'm going to go turn that fire off so that we save some of that wood. But this is the stuff you want right here, this fruit. And this fruit is around. You just got to look for it. But basically, I can eat this now. And sometimes the fruit will give you seeds. And the seeds then you can use to kind of plant your own little farm. Now, at the start here, don't even think about like creating a base or something. You just want to get your basic stuff going so you can kind of survive the nights. All right, I think we're good. Let's take this wood out so we can save it. Sun's coming up. We're not going to freeze. Here's another orange. Hopefully get some seeds. And we did. So we got some seeds. We'll eat an orange. I'll call it an orange. And we're actually going to use this crafting table. But all you need is 20 wood to make your own crafting table. But while we're here, I'm just going to, since we're going to be working here, I'm going to plant these right here. Okay, and let those grow. So now we got a little food backup. But the next thing we're going to make is hit E, and this brings up, and this is all the stuff you can craft right now. But I'm going to go to weapons. I want to see what I need for a basic spear. 10 and 10. I've got enough wood. I don't have enough flint. So let's go get some flint. And, you know, what I do is when I run by a resource, I just get it. I don't pass up. The other thing is I rotate around when I'm gathering it because that gives me a better idea if somebody's sneaking up on me. And so when I'm gathering resources, I do that. Now, don't go too far away from your initial start point or your resources because it is very easy to get lost in this game until you craft a compass. So I'm just kind of getting my bearings, making sure I know where I'm going. Because we need stone. We need flint. I'm not going to keep going that way. There should be some flint up here. I want to stay by that. See that fruit's growing. I want to stay by that table. All right, there should be something up here. Again, normally you don't have to go too far. Here we go. And normally the resources kind of respawn in the same areas. All right, let's see how we're doing flint-wise. 11 and 9. I think we should be good. Weapons, basic spear. Okay, now we are in the money. Now you got your, okay, here. Okay, crouch, right click, and basically aim for a headshot. Boom. There is, I'll call it spear drop, like bullet drop. So the farther away, the more you need to aim up. So there's our first kill. Didn't give us food, though. So we need to find either a rabbit or a deer initially to give us some meat. And again, sometimes when you kill them, you don't get meat. So you just got to keep trying because we're getting pretty hungry. Our backup, there's some more fruit up there. Let's go get that. So just initially stay in this area. And again, that's why it helps if you get on an empty or low player count server. But let's get this fruit. Always remembering how to get back to where you need to get to. We got 2 more seeds. Here's another one right here. Boom. Just like that. But we got to get some clothes crafted. And I'll show you how we're going to do that. All right, so we're going to go ahead and plant these right over here. just like that. We're going to eat the fruit just to kind of lower that hunger meter down so I can venture out. And let's see if we got anything else. We're going to clean up the inventory here a little bit. Just keeping my weapons down there. Get that spear ready. When I'm moving, I always I run with the spear, and I always looking around. And I'm going to remember that this wall, this cliff here, if I go straight back, is going to be how I get back. Because, again, it is really easy to get misorientated in this game until you get that compass. Okay, so we got some, looks like some animals over here. I see a rabbit. I wish there was something a little bit closer. But we've got a bunch. And this is what I'm talking about. When you initially spawn, just stay in this initial area because there is a lot of resources. Now, as you approach the rabbits, you need to crouch pretty early on because they will detect you and they will run away. And I'm not sure that was a server-side issue with those. But while we're running by these, let's get some wood and resources. I think there's something going on with the server for some reason, some weird stuff happening. But here's a rabbit right here. So crouch, aim a little high. And it takes a little practice to get good with that spear, but you will get it. So hopefully tendons and leather. Okay, that's not what we want. Now, we want that stuff, but we want meat is what we want. There's some more over here. I got to remember how to get back to where I came from. Okay. Bunch of rabbits here. Crouch. Don't get too close or they will run off. Right click. I mean R. Hit the R key. All right. Hold on. That's a long shot. I mean, it's possible, but all right, let's get a little closer. Let's get this rock. And there's actually two over here. Let's see if I can get this guy. Got him. It's so much fun stuff. I don't know why. Leather and a tendon. So we need some meat. And let's just got to remember how to get back to where we were at. There should be some deer up here. And the nice thing about deer is they won't run away. The deer will actually fight you. And so let's go this way. Here's another rabbit. We need some rabbit meat. Here's a deer right here. Let's go for the deer. And then we'll go back to that cliff right there. Now the thing on a deer, if you can, is get a headshot. Just kind of move in a little close. Aim a little high at the head. And I missed. Now if you miss it, run by him. Hit E, pick it up, and real quick, hold R down. See, just run back by him. Grab E, or hit E, right click, and I'm glad this happened because this happens, and it's kind of fun to fight these deer. There we go. Let's get your spear. What do we got? Leather. Oh my goodness, we're just not getting any meat, and this could happen. And this is why, though, we planted that fruit, is for that reason right there. But the good thing is the tendons and stuff and the skin are going to help with the clothes, which we're going to go back and we're going to start heading back and we can eat some fruit. But I want to get the clothes made because the night is coming. And you want to get some clothes on so you can survive the initial nights. Now, again, if you stay in this territory before you move out, because if you move into the other areas, you're going to deal with extreme heat and extreme cold, and you will not survive. All right, it's this way. And again, it starts to all look the same. So just keep your bearings because, like I said, and there's some fruit right there. Let's get that fruit. It's really easy to get lost. I mean, like easy. All right, great thing is we got some seeds. We'll plant those. Time we get back, the other seeds we planted should be ripe now. Right here. 1 is, 2 is, boom. Just like that. Okay, so now we're going to go up. We're going to get these seeds. Actually, scroll at the bottom and plant away. Boom. Now, see, your little garden's growing. You can do this in kind of a little hidden area up in the rocks. And again, this is just to get you going, to sustain you. And now we're going to talk about clothes. Under materials, I'm actually under gear. You're going to see a backpack, which is definitely something we're going to want to make here soon. But basic pants. All we need is 2 of the leather. we've got that. Drag that over. Get some pants going. And you just drag that up here to the top right and put your pants on. They got a shitty T-shirt. That's what they call it. And if you go over the icon at the top there, it'll tell you basically the strength of that item. They also got a brown T-shirt, but you need weak string for that. Now let's look at materials here. Under materials, you see weak string. All you need for weak string is an animal tendon. We've got a whole bunch of those, right? And so what we'll do is craft some weak string. And it's going to allow us to make a better shirt and other materials, other items actually. So if we go under, again, gear, we're going to make a brown T-shirt. 10 leather and looks like 5 weak string. Now we got a shirt to put on. And we're golden. That's going to help us right now. But you also see there is brown sneakers. We can get some shoes going. It looks like that's 10 and 5. All we need to do is get some more leather, and we can do that as well. But that's good for now. Let's check out our little crops here. And we got an opportunity. We got a deer. Let's see if we can get some meat here. Going to go for a headshot. Hit the R key. Headshot. Boom. Just like that. Boom. Leather, 10. It's still no meat. And it's unusual. Normally by now I'd have some meat from these animals, but for some reason, no meat yet. Let's try one more. We'll try a rabbit down here. And again, you can't get too close to these rabbits. You'll spook them. Go to a crouch and just start sneaking in. Aim a little high. You're going to learn basically the trajectory of this spear over time. Okay, we got a steak. Let's go back. I'm going to show you what to do with this steak now, okay? You could eat it raw. It's not going to give you as much. It's not going to sustain you as much as if you cook it. And see, I'm already getting misorientated. That's how easy it is. So pick out a landmark or something that's going to help you get back. Get back to your fire, or basically to your table here, to your area, kind of where you can hide a little bit. And basically, I'm going to pick these fruit because it might give us some seeds. It did. So let's see, go scroll through here, and we'll plant some more seeds. Again, just to get you going at the close. You got the basic tools going. Axe, pickaxe, spear. I'm going to drag the spear over here. I like to have these in the first 3 columns here. We got some leather. We'll put that up here. Put the food down here at the end. And we're going to cook this meat now. So we're going to start a fire right here. And again, all we got to do for that is hit tab, handcraft, tools, campfire, 20 and 5. It looks like I don't have enough wood, so we just need to go gather some wood real quick. And once we do this, I'm going to wrap up this tutorial. This is basically just to get you going, get some clothes on you, get you some initial food, kind of get some crop going, how to hunt a little bit. And again, when I'm gathering these resources, had an opportunity right there. We missed it. I'm always doing this. I kind of circle around. I'm looking to see if somebody's sneaking up on me. The other thing is, again, go to an empty or low-populated server to learn how to play the game first. I'll do a different tutorial on how to build in this game, and after basically 4 bases I built, kind of mistakes I made. I'll share with you kind of what I think, some tips and tricks when you're going to build a base that may help you as well. Okay, let's see what we got. 28. We're good. Let's go start that fire, and I'll show you how to cook this meat. Your meat will go bad. So there is a refrigerator you can actually craft in the game to help store meat, but that's later in the game, as far as gathering resources. But it will go bad on you. So, and you'll see there's like a little information on how long it takes before it goes bad. But let's go ahead and craft that fire. Okay. Okay, so we got the fire crafted. Let's just put it down right here. Those purplish blue lines, that has to do with building, and I'll talk about that in the next tutorial. Let's start this baby up. And all you got to do is drag that meat up at this top slot. You can have 2 slots, 2 pieces of meat cooking there. We're going to light that. Now, it's important that when you're cooking, right, that you actually watch it, you know, especially the steaks, because they will burn. You could turn this to ash and then use the ash as a crafting item to make gasoline later. But that's kind of more advanced stuff. This is just the basics here. Okay, so it's cooked. Drag it down here. I'm actually going to turn the fire off by dragging this out of there because I really don't need the fire right now. And then I'm just going to click, eat the steak, and you can see that the brown meter at the bottom left has really gone down because we ate some food. And we have some fruit kind of growing back here. We got a table. And basically what I would do at this point is just looking at the table and looking at other things I can craft to kind of get me going, especially when it comes to gear, the backpack. Again, you can do all this stuff. So by hunting the animals, you're going to get tendons and you're going to get leather. You're going to use that to craft. We got a windstorm coming through. I love this windstorm. I think this is something they've added. I don't remember this when I first played the game, but it definitely is a cool effect. I love it. Good. Look at that. So we got some fruit. It says not ripe yet, but it looks ripe. I don't know why it says that. Oh, there we go. And now I've got plenty of food. I got 4 seeds. I'm going to replant those. And just kind of weather out this storm. You can see night is here, but I'm not getting cold. And the reason is I got clothes on. So just get this basic clothes on. And now you don't have to worry about cold temperature in this area. And you're set. So just to recap real quick. You come into the world, right away make you a flint hatchet, stone pickaxe, and you'll need a campfire. As far as weapons, right away make you a basic spear. Find that fruit, plant some, find a little area off to the side, make a workbench or find one. And that's basically it. Make some clothes and you are set to go. And now you can kind of relax a minute and figure out what you want to do next. I hope this tutorial has helped you guys. And again, this is geared more towards people who are trying to avoid getting killed on site and start off in a less populated server or empty server until you can figure out what you're doing. Next tutorial will be on building your base and kind of increasing the amount of goods you have, resources, and kind of what you should probably focus on. Cheers, peace, guys. Thanks for subs, thanks for likes, and I will see you in the gaming world.